pack up your weakness, consider your goodness. Let the past be the past, let this moment be true. When divinity is yours, then forgiveness is the healer that mends a broken heart and restores a broken dream. May your heart be as light as the mist upon the waters. May your eyes be as bright as a beacon in the dark. May your words be strong as the love that lies within them. May your life be like a game that you play before you go. There are secrets to tell, there are secrets to treasure, there are burdens to lay down and to carry no more. There are messengers who come, who will guide you on your journey, if only you.
Om Shanti, good morning, and warm welcome to you all, and warm welcome to Sudesh Didi, who I think you all met last night, so probably doesn't need an introduction, but for those who might have arrived in this hall for the first time, Sudesh Didi is the director of Gyan Sarovar. So today we're going to discuss and discover how the Maryadas facilitate the harmonizing of Sanskars and what impact they have on revealing Baba. It was interesting for me because I discovered that this wonderful notice that is on the wall as you walk into Pandav Bhavan, some who are very familiar with Madhuban did not know this notice. And this says, those brothers and sisters who study godly knowledge, Raj Yoga regularly, and follow the disciplines of this Ishwariya Vidyalaya, are welcome to stay here with the permission of the head sister, Didi. Anyone who spreads peacelessness under the influence of any of the vices will not be given permission to stay here. And we all know that towards the end, it's only the very pure who will be able to stay in Madhuban. So in our centers throughout the world, we have a poster which gives us the Maryadas in a brief form. And we now have this booklet. This is just a printed copy, but the booklet will be available shortly, giving a detailed explanation of the Maryadas. So obviously these are essential, crucial to our Brahman life. So, Didi, we use a Sanskrit term, Maryada Purushottam. Maryada translates as boundary, Purushottam as man of honor, or as Ram is described, the embodiment of dignity. Could you give us an explanation of this term, Maryada Purushottam?
Om Shanti. In life, in fact, in any field, there are some rules and regulations, principles, maryadas. There's a difference between principles of life. Some people, for example, or you code of conduct, you can say. There is protocol. That is, we follow of the government system. It is a system for some particular situation and also particular organization or administration. There is always some law and orders to live in society. So we are establishing, ours is religio-political kingdom is being established. Religion and politics. Politics means Rajniti. Raj means kingdom, and Niti means discipline or maryadas or spirit or laws. So Baba is establishing, and it's a family, it's an institution, and it is a new kingdom is being established, divine kingdom is being established. And we are also a very elevated Brahmin family, godly family, divine family. So these all things are connected. And so the title that we receive, or the degree that golden-aged kings and queens received, or Sri Krishna received, is all virtuous. 16 celestial degrees complete. Sarvgun Sampan, Sola Kala Sampuran. Completely viceless. Maryada Purushottam, double non-violent. This is our final degree. And in order to achieve this, just like when there is emergency, you follow different laws. You have to stay inside the building. Otherwise, you are free to move around. If you want safety, you have to follow the laws of rules and regulations of the government. So, Baba wants to keep us safe. Baba wants to educate us. So we have a school, just like in school, that you have a timings. You go to study. There is a system that after some time, whatever you are studying, you are tested, how much you have studied, and then 3 months exam or 6 months exam and final exam. So for that, something is a natural that we follow certain things. For our life, we naturally follow a system of nature. You get up, you do your bodily cleaning system, you eat, you work. So there is some natural something which we don't call any maryadas. It is a natural principle of nature, principle of family. So we are as becoming perfect. So Maryada, Shri Ramchandra Purushottam, Maryada Purushottam. What made him an elevated human being? By following the Maryada. And what was the first Maryada? It was that he respected his parents. He respected his stepmother's orders or desires. And he kept the honor of his father, because his father had promised his queen that any blessing, there were some promises that he had to fulfill. And this queen asked that his son should get the kingdom and Rama should go to jungle. Now here comes the family Maryada. Maryada means to maintain the respect, to give love, to follow, understand in situation what right action I have to perform. So Rama fulfilled the promise on behalf of his father, fulfilled the wish of his mother. But at the same time, in the family, how family should support each other. Sita followed the Maryada that a wife, if she is helpful at the time of happiness, she should also have the support at the time of difficulty. So it was a family Maryada. Bharata, Lakshman, the other brother, Maryada Purushottam. Ram was called Maryada Purushottam. It was a family that fulfilled the Maryada. So Lakshman supported his brother and he also went with him. Lakshman's mother, Sumitra, she followed the Maryada to remain because she was in the middle, the queen which was the youngest one. Now she was in a situation where she should let her son go or let her son stay. So she had two sons. One he gave to Kaushalya's son, help of Rama. Other was the help of Bharat, because they were 4 brothers. So it was Maryada shown up to certain level, extreme renunciation. Rama renounced kingdom. Lakshman renounced his kingly joy that he could stay there, but for the respect of love and respect for brother, he went. Sita went as being an honest, loyal wife, and the stepmother also kept the Maryada that if her son is going, let him go to help the brother. And other son, who mother wanted to get the kingdom, renounced the kingdom, did not rule with his name. He kept the slipper of his brother on the throne and said, I am ruling by following the full step of my brother, respecting his brother.
It was quite interesting that you speak about family. Now, in Judy Johnson's program the other day, she made mention that within a family, sometimes we can accept misbehavior. But within a clan, any misbehavior isn't accepted. So yes, it starts with the family, as you've been speaking about, because we are descendants of that family. And that enables us to be a clan. So we'll come to the clan a little bit later. But what happens if we step outside the boundary? So before we came into Gyan, we only had hints at the boundaries. For example, there was a Bharatvasi who told me that the word Sanskars was always used, that within the family system, they always would speak about good and bad Sanskars. So we have declined, we have forgotten what the clan encompasses, and we act outside the boundary. But how does the acting outside the boundary impact on our self-respect?
So one aspect of Maryada means the Maryada of the royal clan, where there is renunciation with love and respect. So it was Maryada because Rama became so elevated person, worthy to be worshipped, that he was following the natural discipline of royalty. So we connected with spirituality. So we are becoming higher than Rama. Means what is Ram Raj, the kingdom is of silver age. And we are following or aiming to become the golden aged. So for golden aged kingdom, we need not only one or two virtues, but all virtues. So Baba has given us, actually there is a list of 12 Maryadas. Many Brahmins should have, especially in the West, we had that list. And that was Maryadas from morning till evening, keep a border where we need to stay in a boundary. So we are protected. Protected from what? A protection from the Ravana or what? Negative forces. Because we are living in the kingdom of Raman. Ramayana is actually story of our life. Baba speaks about you are Sita's and vices are Ravana. And so, in order to remain protected ourselves, we should remain in a boundary. And that boundary was given to Sita. Lakshmana had put a boundary around it. So meaning is, what is the aim and object of my mind? Lakshman symbolizes or is an actor shown in the Ramayana that his mind should be always connected with Rama. Lakshman and Bharat were the children of Sumitra, the mother of harmony. She allowed to have the harmony in sanskaras. So that's why one son was with Bharat, with Kaikai's son, another son was with Rama. So it means to harmonize the sanskaras, you need to have your, on one side is a friendship, mitra, support for each other. So Lakshman Rekha, that was the line of code of conduct. Sita, when stepped out of that, she had to go through the experience of a prison. So it's connected word. Why I am telling the background? Because here we are getting the kingdom and we are connected with our aim and object. Our aim object is to remain protected in the kingdom of Ravana. So means kingdom of Ravana means rule of vices. So it is not only one vice, it's many vices. And this is why vicelessness, virtuous is Maria, means when we imbibe the virtues, we remain in the boundary of our discipline of what we eat, what we drink, what time we get up, how we go to our center. This is boundary that we created. But we are actually learning before that the divine virtue in us so that we can follow those things. So they are connected. So if we go out of Maryada, we are in prison of vices. So in order to conquer vices, we need virtues and powers. In order to protect ourselves against vices, we need virtues.
So are you saying that if we follow those Maryadas, we immediately have a boundary that keeps us safe and enables us to have self-respect?
Yes.
Because I'm remembering that in 1971, having been brought up on a ranch, I became vegetarian. And that was before I took Gyan. But it was actually the first time that I felt any form of self-respect. Of course, I didn't know then that it was a Maryada. So can you talk about the self-respect and the impact of self-respect that we attain through the Maryadas?
So our Maryadas, so not only just to keep the virtues in life, which is of course creates harmony. Virtue acting with virtue is called harmonious. Virtue acting against the defects is actually using the inner power that Baba has given us, protecting myself. When my virtues are there, I am protecting against the anger of others. I am keeping my boundary that I am peaceful. I am protecting. But here, and when I am able to overcome that situation, it's self-respect, with self-respect. When I lose my Maryada of purity, of my anger, or of my greed, my royalty is gone. My purity I am losing, my self-respect is gone. My anger is losing, my respect from others is gone. And when I am losing another virtue of peace, then it's anger. So it means I am losing not only respect of myself, not only going out of boundary of my peace, but I am losing respect from others as well. And in order to gain respect again, I again become humble, I become natural, make us what is called excuse to speak to others. So I want back respect that I loses. So this is why purity is a foundation of self-respect, not only physical discipline of brahmacharya, but purity of my mind. Then even other people might be criticizing me, and insulting me, because I am not obeying what they are doing. But I maintain my self-respect and follow the code of conduct of a Brahmin, of as being Baba's child.
So you'd say that in all situations, the most important thing that we can do is keep our dignity. And to come back to the clan, Baba refers to the Brahmin clan. And we are a clan in that we have to get So we're a clan in that we have disciplines, the Maryadas, which ensure the continuation of the clan.
Yeah.
This holds us together, and I think this organization has been able to exist with its purity and dharna because of these Maryadas. So normally, a clan will clash with another clan. But we manage to harmonize with others.
Yeah.
How do we do that? How do we bring the other clans into harmony?
Yeah. See, our clan, our Brahmin clan, is originally the deity clan. Now we are godly Brahmin clan, godly clan, and deity clan, because it's a generation coming from the Brahmin side. Though we have said deities are highest, but foundation is a Brahmin. In the golden age, our sanskaras are natural. We don't have to adjust with anyone. Our foundation of Brahmin is strong, which actually enables us to handle other clans. And this clan of Brahma is called great-great-great-grandfather. Shiv Baba is called father. So we are actually the clan, not only Brahmin clan. We have become divine clan then, by following the Maryada that Brahma Baba gave. Now those who have become now Shudra clan, or warrior clan, or worshipper clan, certainly there would be clash of ego, and there will be clash of other vices against virtues. For example, if I lose my patience, not only my peace is gone, if I have not patience, then my peace is also gone. If I have ego, I cannot accept others. I cannot appreciate the virtues of others. But so with my self-respect, with my humility, my greatness with my humility does not mean that I am bowing to others, but I am actually with love and respect understanding the feeling of others. So it is how to deal with other clan, to understand what is their understanding and what is my understanding. So with self-respect and with right understanding, that capacity of other person is limited. My capacity is different. So I handle with other clan people because they don't have that the same power what Baba has given me. They don't have the self-respect that Brahmins have received. They don't have the clarity or understanding of their original self. So the whole thing comes back to the seed. So our strength that is actually is different than opposite energy. When we think of other clan, we think that for them vices are natural. For them attachment is natural. For them anger is natural. For them when you have position, of course ego is natural. What is natural for them, we cannot compromise with the natural, with spiritual. But with the power of spiritual, we don't compromise, but we make them understand why I am following this discipline.
So it was quite interesting that you mentioned ego, because yesterday in a conversation, an aspect of ego that I'd never really thought about came up, and that was that when there's ego, we will move away from something that we don't understand or something that we fear.
Yeah.
And so, it would indicate that in the outside world, there is so much ego that the conflict arises many times out of fear, because you would move away from that, you would separate yourself from that, whereas we don't separate ourselves at all.
Yeah, and because the sign of ego is that you will not appreciate the specialities of others. You will point out the weakness of others, the failure of others. And when spirituality is there, we understand the weakness of them, but immediately it would be the feeling of their understanding and accepting the capacity of others. So a king is also who is able to accept the weakness of others and also have the self-respect of kingly royalty to appreciate the specialities of others. But only ego is there. I cannot appreciate my insult. I cannot accept my insult, and I cannot appreciate virtues of others. So harmony does not take place. Here it is. Then Baba says, have mercy, forgive them, understand as they are, a kingdom being established. So how is God accepting us? He knows we have become Shudra clan. We had become. And then with great love, He reminds us of our virtues. So it means creating self-respect in them as being detached and not being influenced by the weaknesses of others. Then harmony is there, the clash does not take place.
Yeah.
And ego does not allow you to accept your weakness. But Baba says in Hindi, harmony is accept you are defeated. You are not defeated. Accept your humility, that you are humble. But you are not defeated. That harmony is a victory. You are the jewel of the har, the garland of victory. Same word. In English, harmony, when we translate, then accept your defeat with humility. In other words, when you accept with humility your criticism, it's not a defeat.
No.
You accept your criticism with self-respect. You are a king. And then you are not defeated. I love you and I make you a jewel of the garland of victory. So yesterday, Baba gave us a garland of what? Virtues of everyone. So what is virtue? Is humility, purity, self-respect, forgiveness, acceptance, patience. All these are the virtues. Then I am really an egoless person. So then I am able to bring them that qualities, because I maintain the self-respect of my job that I am given. If I am a king, or yesterday I said, if I am a carpenter and somebody has brought a broken table to me, I cannot say, why have you brought broken table? I am a mechanic. Somebody has brought a broken car to me. And I say, I cannot mend it. But my self-respect is to repair it.
Yeah.
Doctor's duty is that if a patient comes in front of him and in a serious condition and it is in emergency, I cannot become police inspector at that time. Why were you driving on the wrong side? Why did you drink before you drive? I do not go into cause of it. So at that time I create the harmony of the mistake that the patient has made. That is my victory, not defeat. I am merciful, I am loveful, I have my duty to fulfill my responsibility.
So what we see on the one side, and we see these extremes happening very much now. So the world is descending into chaos, into confusion, into sorrow. And this is revealed on the face. You can see it even in children. It's noticeable these days. Instead of having that purity, you can sometimes see a child a few years old, and the child is actually distressed and in sorrow. And we're ascending into higher consciousness, which brings happiness, joy, and bliss. Is it this state that will ultimately reveal the Father? So I'm basically looking at the state of being that would reveal the Father.
Okay. The question is, in other words, which state of being that reveal the Father? Baba wants us, but I understood the question. Baba wants us to reveal Him. But in fact, Baba wants we are revealed. And how we are revealed? What are we covered with? We are covered with either influence of others, or we are still covered with our own weaknesses, or we are rusty that our vices have gone so deep in us. And when we have removed those things, and we are able to show our original stage of soul consciousness, a perfect stage of soul consciousness, and that soul consciousness means once again our all original qualities are awakened. Not only they are awakened, Baba has awakened them, but real consciousness means, conscious person means, is active in using those qualities. We are soul conscious, but at the same time we are unconscious. And when we become body conscious, we become unconscious. And when we are soul conscious, body becomes unconscious. So here Baba wants to reveal us of being not only conscious, but be active to use those qualities. Just like a conscious person is able to recognize who is his son, who is his wife, what is around him, what is he eating, what he is doing. So I am conscious that I am keeping my maryadas from morning till evening. Not sometime, but all the time, which is the word before that Baba used to say, constant remembrance, constant. And yesterday he also reminded us, constant peace, constant purity, constant happiness, constant love, constant humility, constant self-respect. So then when it is constant, the influence of others is not influencing us. It means when we are able to achieve our original state of perfect purity, perfect spirituality, perfect divinity, perfect royalty.
What will our experience of ourselves be at that point? Because that's going to be our vibration, and it's that will actually enable us to project what Baba is and our fortune.
That is through our vritti, through our attitude, through our vision, through our vibrations, not necessarily through words. To reveal Baba through our drishti, Baba is visible. Baba says the final stage that you will reveal is through your angelic stage. And for that stage you need to have when you are Brahmins. Means your drishti, your attitude and your vibrations. When you are angels, you are not conscious that you are doing this. Just like when we are God, when we are deities, we are not actually aware we are deities. It's our natural stage and neutral stage. And now we are conscious, we want to glorify God. So then, in the golden age, God and soul conscious words are not used, it's natural. So whenever this stage of total freedom from this prison, the maryadas we had broken, we came out of the boundary, we came out of the maryada, so we come back again in our spiritual discipline. And spiritual discipline, first discipline is soul consciousness. Soul conscious discipline means discipline of my mind. And discipline of mind is how much manamana bhava I have. Come back to the same teaching of God. Discipline of my words, how much my intellect is connected with Baba. Discipline of maryada, of my following all the rules and regulations, how much my actions are divine. It's not the control anymore, but it is in practical action of reaching the stage free from karma bondage, which I have created at the present time, and free from the karma bondage which I have created in the past. It means that I have a balance. I have a balance of becoming free, and I have a balance of achieving of all virtues. Completely viceless means bodiless, viceless, egoless.
So would you say, like when we have power, purity, happiness, love and peace, we have knowledge of the self. And when we have that condition or state of being of knowledge of the self, we would then experience bliss. And it's this vritti that would project powerfully into the universe.
Of course, balance brings bliss. And Vishnu picture is the balance which is blissful, our stage of Vishnu. So it means I am receiving and I am giving. So then it is naturally happiness in giving. And also happiness is in freedom. If any pressure, if any weight, if any bondage, I cannot be happy. And what makes me weight heavy? Either my mistake or mistake of others. What makes me heavy? Unnecessary expectations or the pull that others have. So I am free in 3 words. Free from the defects of myself. Full in the virtues of Baba's and soul consciousness. With that power, freedom from my own inner defects, and the power of Baba's virtues means free from vices. What is the power that I am free from the effect of the defects of others? Then I am happy. What makes me sad and mad? Effect and defect of others. Anger of others, ego of others, greed of others, demands of others. I cannot fulfill it, I am unhappy. I lose my own virtues, I am not happy, I am sad.
So we need a story from you, because everyone loves stories and experiences. So can you share a personal experience when you've been able to create harmony?
Yeah.
And what impact did it have?
Yeah.
And did it in some way reveal Baba?
Yeah. Because you are connected with Baba. You hear your own voice also. Because when you are connected, man, mana, bhav, and yoga of the intellect with Baba is enabling me to perform that action in a perfect action. Perfection. Perfect action, which brings satisfaction. And satisfaction means my connection with Baba. So I am hearing Baba. I am hearing, it means I am obeying. I am hearing, it means I am acting.
And can you give us an exact experience that you've had when you've had to really put that into practice?
Yeah. See, whatever my personal experience, whatever Baba said, I really believe and I feel it, that Baba has, if he has said, the first thing is to believe I am a soul. And when I sit in meditation, I believe I am a soul. Second thing he says, you as a soul, I am child. You are my child. I believe I am a child and I respect I am a child, so I am a worthy child who has the inheritance. So I have the intoxication of being a child, then intoxication of being a child who has the right to claim his inheritance. The third happiness is this. Baba says, what you get, give it to others. So I hear Baba in this way. Okay. And I pay full attention that how much percentage what Baba has told me I have inculcated, and I am obedient child of Baba. I am obedient, I am faithful, I am loyal, and I am not a beggar, I am royal to give to others. This makes me happy. And so I keep the balance. What I am receiving, it's not mine. It comes and goes. I am a water tap, Baba is tank. The tank, from tank, water is coming. No jealousy with anyone. If there is 10 water tap, Somebody is thirsty, goes to drink water from here, fine. Goes to this tap, fine. Goes to other one. I make sure that in my water tap there is no dust, no jealousy, no competition, no comparison. In this way, I am happy. So then harmony automatically. Harmonious and happy. I don't have any kind of conflict with anyone. I lived with Jayanti when we lived together 50 years. Not even a single day or single minute is there any kind of clash amongst us. She respects me. I respect much more than she respects me. She thinks I am senior. And in the same way, she gives respect in practical action. In London always, it's visible, very much visible. I respect her that the experience she has with Dadi and dedication she has, obedient she is in everything, sensible, wise she is. I respect her. So for me, she is senior, and for her, I am senior. Complete harmony. Not even a single time visible if anyone would have seen argument amongst us. No.
50 years, that's phenomenal.
50 years.
Yeah.
It's a practical practical example. If anyone has seen or if anyone has heard about it, blaming each other or speaking about each other or accusing each other. Never, never ever. Understanding each other, respecting each other.
And you're happy.
I'm happy. She is happy. I am happy.
So a question, a tricky question.
Yeah.
How much longer do you think it will take for us to reveal Baba? How much longer?
Yeah.
It seems very close that Baba will be revealed. Yeah? I know Baba never gives the answer of time. But
see now, we have been hearing Baba practically with our ears and seeing Baba with these eyes in physical form. We much more here on this planet with Sakar Baba. Murli directly. Then a time came that Sakar became Avyakt. We really, what we heard from Sakar, we actually put that into practice when we became Avyakt. Because Avyakt Baba gave us the method how to inculcate it. Brahma Baba gave us material. Avyakt Baba baked the cake. We like cake very much. But how did the cake was made? Many people like Avyakt Murli very much. But they don't give value to the Sakar. But how did the cake become cake? Ingredient is Brahma Baba, Sakar Murli. And then when you are able to eat something very, very rich, you need to digest it. Now we are digesting with the power of yoga by having might from Baba. Wisdom came through Brahma, love, light and love came from Brahma, from Avyakt Baba. We see with our eyes and we heard with our ears Avyakt form, the practical swarup of God's teaching. And now is the time to to give the proof of what we heard from corporeal and what we received from Avyakt Baba. So now is incorporeal one. So it means, and it is the time, how much I am able to make myself bodiless. I communicate with bodiless.
Yeah.
The more bodiless I am and egoless I am able to hear. The less body conscious I am able to hear Avyakt Baba because I am practicing to be bodiless. And though even I am Sakar, still I hear Sakar Baba because it's the practical proof of the sound. So first was sound, then was vision, and now it's silence. Sounds, vision, and silence. Through drishti, we recognized it's Avyakt Bap Dada. Otherwise, Gulzar Dadi is there.
So this is a time for us to really go deeply into silence.
Into silence. So we reveal Baba through silence, because yesterday Baba spoke the contrast about the silence, day before yesterday, the power of silence and the power of science. Science has done their best to see the invisible. They cannot prove, they cannot see the soul. The science cannot prove how soul comes and what soul is. But soul conscious knowledge, silence, gives the proof of the qualities of the soul. Purity of soul, peace of soul, love of soul, happiness of soul, truth of soul, bliss of soul. And so it is, we are experiencing it. Science does not give us experience of soul conscious. Soul conscious gives us experience. Silence gives us experience, not only of soul conscious, but God conscious. We recognize God more when we are in silence. Experience more when we are in deep silence.
There is one question from someone, I'm not sure who, but I think you've answered many of these things anyway, but maybe there's something that you'd like to elaborate on. In recent Murli, Baba said a plant has a soul.
Yeah, I understood this.
Yeah, please elaborate. And then on the 9th of December, Murli, Baba said, only when there is power of the gathering will there be success. When someone says something, others should accept it. You mustn't use the power to oppose within the Brahman gathering. You have to use this power of opposing in front of Maya. When you use the power to oppose the family, the gathering does not become powerful. Even if you don't like something, you should still have regard for one another. You should not cut off someone's ideas or words at that time. Therefore, you now have to imbibe the power to accommodate. So the question is, please advise, does that mean we can't have an exchange of views at all? Or does it mean that we should invite each other to share their view and listen actively and not cut them off, and with that, the natural right feeling and answer will emerge?
See, this is what it is. Once again, the power, when I'm really silent and I'm soul conscious, then I can accept other. Means if somebody is, there are 4 or 5 things in it, not one question. All is speaking about the stage, to maintain the stage, and also to give the power to the souls, those who are not powerful. So this is only possible, again, with my connection is with Baba, and I am virtuous, powerful, only then I can, if they say wrong thing, I am quiet and listening to them. If they are defaming me, I am able to understand with humility. So virtues, when become powers, then I need these 8 powers. Power to withdraw, power to tolerate, power to face, not face to discuss with each other, but power to see it and understand it. Baba said, if you are keeping the face to Baba, you will have the power to face. If you are turning your face away, then you are having a clash with them. If you are keeping your face in front of their face, you will have clash of each other. You keep the face to light. Automatically, that light is giving you power. Be the sunflower. Keep the face to Baba. Automatically you will get the power. So the power to face is only when I have Baba with me, I have drama with me, I have soul conscious power with me, self-respect in me. So this is power to merge. It means power to merge means not is called serious, but mature.
So really every situation is an opportunity to empower ourselves. If we have followed the Maryadas, if we have understood what Baba is saying, nothing wrong, all is good.
Power of gathering means all of us are creating that bhatti. That was Baba speaking about it. For example, the power of one person and power of 900,000 people together. But it will work powerful. So power of gathering is that all of us are having one thought, one consciousness, one stage. That is power of.
And yet we have an amazing independence, which is required of us. And we have our own specialities. So it's rather remarkable that we have these two contrasts within that, this extraordinary independence and this power of the gathering.
Yeah, independent is personal, my personal consciousness of divine virtues. And then power of others, the power of others actually supporting me. And I am supporting. For example, if you are burning, this is a yajna, and fire is burning. If 10 woods are there, piece of wood burning, 2 you more put, 20 you more put, the power will increase. Even in that power, a wood wet is put in it. The power of this burning woods will give the power to the wet wood to burn. So that means that the power of gathering is that even if something is not powerful, you make them powerful with your company. That's called harmony. You created harmony with a wet wood to burn it with your power. You have the harmony that the other person is weak, you are humble, you really are benevolent. God is with you as a benevolent, and Brahma Baba is with you when you are loving and forgiving. Then harmony is natural. So Bap Dada together will create harmony in children. Mother and father together create harmony in the children.
So Didi, thank you so much. I think that we've all benefited a lot from you, from everything you've shared with us, and we thank you so much. And we'll have a few moments of silence, and then I do have one announcement to make.
Thank you.